Ew.
Oh, this is really how we're starting out. This is really what we're doing.
Now that the game has begun, the plan will be modified slightly. We will not be co-leaders of the blue team. I alone will be the leader. Is that understood?
That's fine.
Good. Wait, you have no objection? Are you sure?
No, I'm okay with it.
Do you typically embrace such a passive attitude when your superiors give you orders?
He's so weird.
Like, relax.
I don't usually receive orders from superiors or otherwise, but really it's fine. What?
I think I should get a towel. I'm perspiring heavily again.
Ew. Why?
What?
What's wrong?
Never mind. I'm trying to stay professional about this.
About what? What are you talking about?
Oh, get it. It's just pleasant to consult with one of the lesser breeding who clearly understands her place.
I've understood for some time that this will be my role, to function as your server player, and that you would be the team leader as first in the chain.
Perfect. Then we are on the same page. I look forward to seeing how well you serve me, server player.
Ew.
That's not quite the meaning of the word server.
What do you mean?
As your server, I manipulate your environment to help you advance.
I don't understand. Are you saying that you are in a position of control over me?
I suppose so.
Oh.
What?
Oh my god. This is This is impropriety of a caliber I cannot even. You are as low on the hemo spectrum as possible. To consider that someone so low can be in a position of authority over me it's just so disgusting.
And you really are quite a snob.
No, it's filthy. I need some air, or some cold milk, or a towel. I need a towel. Where the fuck are all my fresh towels?
Oh my god.
I mean, fiddlesticks, please pardon my language.
Ew.
It won't happen again.
You look really agitated. Are you sure you're alright?
I'm fine. I'll be fine. I just need to breathe and to break something, possibly.
Break something?
Ew.
Yes, it helps me relax.
Oh, I think I understand.
Do you?
I like breaking things. I didn't used to, but now I do. It's fun. Hello? Are you sure you're okay?
Yes.
You really do look like you're sweating pretty hard.
I just need a blasted towel. Wherever did that Arthur go off to?
Maybe you should break something to try to calm down.
Perhaps.
Do you want me to break something?
Whoa. What?
I could break something if you want.
Do you want to break something?
Kind of.
Okay.
Oh
my
no.
god!
Oh my god. Aqueous, I'm about to throw an ablution trap through your wall. Heads up.
Yes. Yes, that was wonderful.
Ew.
It was pretty cool.
but could you please refrain from dipping into the vernacular of commoners? In fact, this is an order from your leader. Call things by their proper names.
What? You want me to call it a bathtub? That sounds ridiculous.
Nevertheless, do it.
Fine.
Now, could you please, do that again?
What? You want me to throw the trap through your wall again? I mean the tub.
Yes.
Is that an order?
Yes. Wait, I don't know.
What don't you know?
Maybe I don't want to order you to. Maybe I want you to do whatever things that you want to do.
Oh! I really have no idea what you're talking about.
You could cause quite a bother for me with the power you wield. I can do nothing to stop you, peasant girl. It's so magnificently depraved.
You are so weird. And this is coming from a ghost. Ribbit.
What was that? Are you role-playing now? Stop, it's unbecoming.
Sorry.
You're better than that, and by better I mean worse. Much, much worse. Downright coarse and degenerate. Just reprehensibly sordid.
Oh.
Actually, yes. You may roleplay and proceed to deepen this already irretrievable debauchery. In fact, I commend it. I command you to have free will and do as you please, and continue being bothersome and unpredictably destructive. I mean, if you want.
I'm not really role-playing. I'm part frog. But, okay. I guess I can break some more stuff. Ribbit.
Yes, ribbit again.
I can't really control the ribbits.
I will make haste through this mysterious realm and find your gate. It will pose no challenge for me at all.
Yeah, I know.
I will then give you your new body, and you may take your rightful place as my subordinate.
Sure.
Actually, now I'm beginning to wonder
What?
whether I want you to be my subordinate. I hope this doesn't sound too strange.
Everything you say sounds strange.
Maybe I would like you to be the co-leader again.
Okay.
In fact,
Oh my god.
oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm entertaining this thought. It feels just vile. Try not to roll your eyes at me.
I don't have pupils.
Would you mind terribly being the leader?
Fine.
But don't tell anyone. You will be the leader of me, and I will lead all else. You would in effect be the secret leader.
He's so weird.
Ew.
Yeah, sure. That's pretty much how it is anyway.
Yes, that's the spirit. You take to authority well for one of your blood.
I don't have blood.
Not yet, but soon your heart will beat anew, and through it, fresh blood and fresh passion. Go, my little discord kitten.
No.
Wow. Can you just bring me the robot already?
On my way.
Ribbit.
God, please get her out.
He wants to be stepped on so bad.
Oh god. It looks nice.
Yes, it is perfect in every way.
But
Do you have a clean towel anywhere?
ew.
Ew.
Oh man, we're really doing the whole thing, huh?
Yes, sir.
I think it suits you. Much more so than the form of a levitating, ghostly amphibian. How does it feel?
It feels different.
Okay, but I mean, do you feel anything else? Any sort of stirring sensations?
Stirring?
Yes, such as sensations which may be stirred by flowing blood and a beating heart.
I'm not sure.
Can you detect anything within you might describe as smoldering passion? I mean, just out of curiosity.
Wait. What is that?
What's what?
This feeling. Oh god. Oh my god, what did you do? Did you program this robot to have feelings for you? Romantic feelings? Answer me, blue blood scum.
Yes, it's a chip in your heart. Is that not okay?
Get it out.
I guess I can uninstall it if you would just...
Get it out!
Sorry, I'll...
Get it out, get it out, get it out, get it out, get it out! Damn.
Oh my god!
Damn, bitch.
Damn. Damn. Relax.
She's so real.
Like, she's real for this, though. Yeah, stupid.
He's so terrible for that.
He is gross.
He's so nasty.
Oh
Yeah,
my
get
god,
him.
get him!
Get him again for me. Get him again for me.
No!
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 Ew. That's like a jump scare every single time.
I know. Hi, mother. I forgot.
She's so mean.
I love, like, all of the things that she's thought about here.
She's
Gamzee and tuesrezi being like, probably not.
She was ahead of the curve.
You consult your shipping well. Clearly some changes are in order. You must admit you didn't see this one coming, even with your remarkable matchmaking acumen. You should probably recolor all of the Arabia panels so that she looks like a robot too. It is a major commitment keeping up with all your ships, but it is worth it.
This is going to sound preposterous given our last conversation, and I guess practically every conversation preceding it. And I'm probably going to have to do something completely disgusting like apologize. And even though I'll hate myself for it, I will totally mean it, I promise. Like, really, really mean it.
You're gonna ask me to do your team, aren't you?
Yeah. How did you know?
I don't seem to have much of a choice now. Aradia kicked me off the good team.
Wow, that is great. Wait, sorry. No, wait. I don't have to apologize. That's right. You have no choice now. I apologize to myself for offering you a shitty, meaningless apology. Apology accepted, Carcat. Let's bury the Thresher with a totally platonic bro bulge bump. Bump!
You dork, do you really think your usual pedantic quips are going to bug me now?
I'm not trying to bug you. I'm trying to get you to join my damn team. Now step in line, Circuit.
I was just betrayed and abandoned by my two accomplices and best pals. And on top of that, I am soaked in the blood of my Lucius, which I just had to decapitate myself. So listening to a crabby asshole be all tickled with his own mediocre retorts isn't going to spoil my evening.
Okay, well, sorry to hear about that, but I mean, you can just dump her carcass in the kernel and bring her back to, bring her back stronger than ever. I cannot read.
Wow, good to know, I guess.
Now, why don't you hop in the trap, wash that nasty blue shit off, and join our fucking session already?
What? It's so rude to dictate hygiene procedure to a lady under any circumstances, even for douchey loudmouths with delusions of leadership. Maybe you should just try to think about the dumb things that fall out of your protein shoot for once, Bantus.
Blah, blah, blah. Now my shoot is doing a fucking stellar impression of something that doesn't give a shit.
Anyways, you know my blood's the prettiest, and you'd obviously kill to have it.
No, it sucks. Totally happy with mine. Nice try, though.
Why would you hide behind your lame gray anonymity then? You do realize everyone thinks that's totally lame, right?
It's nobody's business. I don't see why it should be a matter of public record. I'm not going to wear that shit on my sleeve like you do. Literally and figuratively. It's private, so everyone can go point their probing busybody sniff nose up their own impertinent seed flaps. Jesus Christ, please
God
stop saying
damn.
big words.
Fine. Like, anyone really cares. It's just lame and insecure. So why don't you tell me what I've got to do here? I await instructions from my big shot.
Okay, first things first, you've got to connect with Tavros quickly and get him in the session before he gets killed.
Ugh.
What?
Can't someone else do that?
No, why? What's the big deal? Just do it.
But I hate that guy.
Who cares?
This is your command decision. Getting someone who hates a guy to save his life? Pretty weak, boss.
Why do you even hate him? It's fucking ridiculous. If anything, you should pity him. Especially since you were the one who paralyzed him.
I know. I don't really understand it. It's just a really special kind of hate. It never goes away, and it doesn't make a lot of sense.
This is kind of a weird time to be confiding in me about your feelings of black romance, but okay.
Oh, God. What?
I mean, if you're really implying Tavros is your kisses, I think you're braying up the wrong front. Both parents have to hate each other equally. I mean, like, true hate. Maybe your feelings come from somewhat close to fitting the bill, but I don't think he can hate anyone. It's weird. He's kind of broken in the head.
What are you talking about?
I think the subject is beyond a lot of people's grasp, but I know a lot about it. Nobody ever really wants to talk to me about it, though.
Whoa, really? Oh no, shit, really?
Okay, most people who haven't had their lobe stem cauterized are capable of feeling the two primary emotions, hate and pity. Pity is, of course, just the toned-down version of the central emotion, hate. And all the nuances of pity manifest as various other kinds of feelings, like whatever chemical reactions trigger mating fondness, or the mysterious forces that are behind morale engines.
Or cat. Holy freak. So boring.
A well-balanced person is going to have a good distribution between hate and the various pity humors. Having a good balance keeps all the emotions sharper. See, I think that's your problem.
Oh? I hope you know I already wore out some good note-taking pens today. All the pens. All of them.
See, my hate is like a finely tuned instrument because I'm aware of these principles. I can hate a hole in paradox space itself, streak through to a new reality, fresh for the hating.
You don't even know how much I'm laughing at this.
But see, you're too heavy on the hate side. Or at least you pretend to be, which is maybe worse.
You aren't even reading anything I say, are you? You just want to talk and talk and talk.
And bitch, I'll do it again. You think you're hating up everyone hard when you're really just burning out that entire emotional hemisphere. It's like lukewarm hate, pretender's hate, with no counterpoint at all. As such, there's no real substance to your hate. It's like a cardboard movie prop, which is why your brain is broken. Kind of like Tavros's, but on the opposite hemisphere, I guess. Or maybe your broken brain led to the imbalance in the first place. I don't know. Whatever the case is, you're kind of emotionally screwed, sorry to say. Your hate's too dull for a proper kismesis, in my opinion. And I don't see anyone chomping at the bit to be your Moirail, honestly. Unless there's someone out there who would actually bother pitying you. And landing a mate spread? Seriously, like that would even interest you. Basically, any feature of your emotional profile that usually makes someone viable in the red rom department must be totally fried. Your black rom potential's probably toast too. Hey, are you there?
Oh yeah. I started turning you out. Are you done?
No way, I could go on. This is fascinating. Tell me how the fuck this is fascinating.
Did you learn all this crap from your awful romance movies?
They're really intriguing yeah, that word. Incredibly complex, sophisticated stories. You wouldn't get it.
Oh yeah, so I'm watching movies for girls.
What part of intriguing? God, please. Don't you understand? Also, they're awesome. Shut up.
Okay, man. Just let me connect to stupid boy dump book so I don't have to listen to this anymore.
Yeah, okay. Oh, wait, I never even got to the damn point.
What is it now?
I didn't need you specifically to connect to Tavros. I mean, I could get any schlub to do that. You just have to get in here ASAP because I really need your mind powers.
You do. I mean, obviously you do. Duh. What for?
I ran into someone here. A sort of double agent, I guess. His name is Jack. He has some inside information about his kingdom. He wants to work together with us to overthrow the Black Queen. So I said okay, and now I need your help.
Okay. I can try. What does he know?
He recently got a hold of some intel regarding a weakness in the Queen's defenses. I don't know any more than that, but we've got to hurry and get started on this thing, or it could get kind of
Awkward? What do you mean?
I mean, he's just standing here now, waiting for me, I guess. But it's okay. I think he's pretty much settled down.
Settle down?
Well, he stabbed me once.
Oh! Only once! Are you sure you can trust him? I don't know if I would, but hey, I'm not the leader.
No, it's cool. He's cool. It's fine. I don't really mind the stabbing. It was all a misunderstanding. Well, okay, I'm pretty sure he meant to stab me, but I kind of think that's like the way he greets people.
This game is so stupid.
In any case, I think he's probably all stabbed out.
Whew! Oh man. Since you're bleeding, I should ask Tuesrezi what color your blood is.
Good luck with that. She can't see me or smell me or anything. I'm way out of my hive somewhere else on the planet.
Okay, then I'll just ask Jack.
No, Jack won't tell. I mean, I promise he wouldn't tell.
Damn it. Stupid, lousy, tight-lipped, stab-happy double agents. Doesn't Trollium have some kind of viewpoint feature?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure only Solix knows how to set that up, and he's been incommunicado for hours for some reason. Anyway, that whole feature seems totally invasive and largely pointless to me, so just forget it.
Yeah, okay. Here we are about to embark on an espionage mission. A spine tool sounds totally useless. Another great point, Captain.
Whatever. Just get your ass in here so we can dethrone this goddamn queen. It'll mean one less god boss we have to fight.
Fine, I'll be right there. Just try not to lose too much of your mystery blood and die.
You'll find the kid you've been looking for. He's got a pretty sharp tongue and can't keep it cheeked. You should learn up front, stranger sharp objects yourself. He still won't shut up. He doesn't seem to care about the wound. He's just going on and on about the freakish color of his blood. He doesn't want you to look at it. Just look away, he says. You gotta admit, now you're curious.
I'm so curious.
Yeah.
You don't see what the big deal is. Nothing special. This kid's out of his mind. But he's still blubbering on and on about it.
Aw.
Aw.
This changed lives.
It's true.
It seems he's the only one of his kind with this mutant candy red blood. An outcast. He thinks he was put on this planet covered in an ocean of his own blood to be taunted. Punished for something. Saddest story you ever heard. Got to do something to shut him up.
Stab him again.
Stab him again.
This is kind of sweet.
Yeah.
He's so my man, my man, my man.
Oh
Aww.
Oh,
Imagine how this made him feel.
No, our Scruggy.
Oh.
Aww.
Aw.
Soon put Operation Register into motion, a contingency plan which the Archagent conveniently had on file and named himself. If it were drafted by a legitimate contingency firm, it would ostensibly have been given a better title. Your whole team executes the plan along the course of its journey, employing espionage, mind control tactics, political sabotage, vicious interrogations, and cold-blooded assassinations. Everyone does their part, and you begin to learn the true meaning of teamwork, as well as this troll disease called friendship. But before a single step is taken, Jack briefs you on the intelligence uncovered by one of his agents. It is an advantage over the Queen you will seize upon while she has let her guard down. With each prototyping by each player, the royalty of both sides would evolve. Oh my god. This is so hard.
You don't have to
Only on
read
the
it in
second.
Karkat's voice if you don't want to.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Thank god. The Queen with her ring of orbs, 12-fold, would first take on the claws and rigid carapace of your Lucis. Wow, it's like I can't even read anymore. I need Karkat's voice. And then the wings and the scales of Terezi's young dragon.
and then the horns and gills and cloven hooves of Gamzee's fallen custodian, and so it would continue. Though a queen is a vain creature, she is also sworn to her duty. She would be braced for the heavy load of augmentation ahead. The fairy wings might at worst be frivolous, and the great bull horns could even be regarded as striking additions. For that matter, the sultry lips of a mother grub might very plausibly suit her. She perhaps would wear a brave face, even behind a dignified mustache, and the centauring of her lower torso could transpire without much complaint. She would dutifully indulge a lactating udder.
Ew.
And when all was said and done, doubling her head count would surely be insult to 11-fold injury, but nothing she hadn't essentially endured already, all in the name of her kingdom. But she would spare herself all of these additional debasements, because before the rest came, there would be one corruption to her figure she could not abide. Her vanity would not allow it. Hi!
Aww.
She could not stand bearing the visage of the most loathsome creature known to existence. So vile is its appearance, so contemptible its purpose. All depictions of the creature, let alone members of its population, are permanently banned from any jurisdiction in the reach of her agents. Those of its kind go by many names, and so does the reviled patron god they herald. The Great Detestation, King Pawn Squatter, Speaker of the Vast Joke, or more commonly, Bilious Slick. His true name is of course forbidden, and wearing his face is where she drew the line. Aw, shit.
Bye, Mommy.
She removed the ring and concealed it in the royal vault, while she was quite sure no one was looking. She then retired to her private chamber from which she would dispatch orders, no one the wiser of her disadvantage, or so she thought. The operation in time would be a total success. The banished quasi-royal would make the future Alternian wasteland her home, until she was given a new purpose. No!
Not you.
Unhand her! You would know nothing of the queen's aversion to an amphibious likeness, or about her orb's 12-fold, or any such details. You were informed of her disadvantage, and would act accordingly. You and your red teammates would work to dethrone the queen in your session, while the blue team members would take on the entirely separate set of royal adversaries in their own session. This was to be a competition after all, or so you thought.
Aw.
Yes!
Yes.
Oh my god.
Look at him go.
You would begin to notice a strange pattern. The blue team's prototypings would affect the mutations of your session's underlings, and your prototypings would affect theirs. Though the signs pointed to two distinct sessions, two sets of mystic ruins, two opposing teams, two separate chains of connected players. This was all misleading. You were joining a particularly unusual bifurcated session. My god! Any of this start making sense. Then from the start to receive all 12 players through two separate connection chains. A session with one Skya about which 12 planets would circle, with one army of dark and one of light, with one pair of kings and one pair of queens, and with one cantankerous archegent and his typical disdain for authority. It wouldn't be until later, in the session when the full chain was nearly closed, that you would realize the truth. The truth was, it had always been the same session all along, that your teams were not competing, but cooperating toward a common goal. In the more drawn-out form of this adventure's narrative, figuring this out would have been a huge deal. We would have been completely blown away by this stunning revelation. Wow, same session all along, really? Huh. But since we've decided to engage this epic in shorthand, you feel you must insist that we continue with this expository interlude. Please, God! I can't. It would turn out the arrangement of planets looked like this, rather bifurcated from each other. Each team appearing to
It's comprised.
Thank you. Each team appearing to comprise a distinct chain in a distinct session without the luxury of the complete picture we see here. It appeared that way until it was time to link the two chains, completing the circuit of 12 and uniting the team. For these final two links, Sky had a plan, as it did with the order of every preceding link, and as it did with the paradoxical seating of its own players on the surface of the planet, it would later devastate to buy itself time. Its plan was as inescapable as all others, as inevitable as the reckoning it would ultimately face.
Yeah.
Mobius double reach around!
Yes, sir. It's the double Mobius reach around.
After watching the phrases Mobius double and reach around toggle for a few minutes while in a sort of stupor, you finally snap out of it. Your attention drifts towards these two symbols. You would try to be these mysterious characters, but you suspect you would fail, so you don't bother. They're way too mysterious for you to be them yet. Seriously, what's up with these guys? Do they live underwater or something? What's their deal? We'll learn about them a little later.
No.
For that matter, what about this young lady? What is her deal? We'll probably find out about her later, too. It will probably be quite some time before you get to be her. It could very well be pages and pages and pages and pages and pages. And hello!
Hi, Mother. Mother.
She's so mother.
God
This is
damn.
so many words. God.
This is so long.
Taking a break.
Oh my god. Your name is Hanaya. Miriam? You are one of the few of your kind who can withstand the blistering Alternian sun, and perhaps the only one who enjoys the thrill of its rays. As such, you are one of the few of your kind who has taken a shine to landscaping.
Yeah.
You have cultivated a lush oasis around your hive, and in particular, you have owned your craft through the art of topiary, sculpting your trees to match the puppy oracles from your dreams. You have embraced the tool of this trade, which conveniently is the weapon of choice for those who would hunt. The heinous broods of the undead, which crawl from the sand at sunrise to feast on the light and the living. If it would be convenient if you actually hunted them, but it is of course far too dangerous. Every bit as suicidal as attempting to poach the terrible muscle beasts who roam at night. Though you indulge in your bright fascination with the grim through literature. Just before the sun goes down and you join your floor and rest, you immerse yourself in the tales of rainbow drinkers and shadow droppers and forbidden passion.
Oh my god.
Real.
You are one of the few of your kind jade green blood. As such, you are one of the few who could be selected and raised by a virgin mother grub, an event so rare as to elude documentation precedent. She would defend you from desert threats, and though her life would be short, in time you would assure her of progeny.
I think it's progeny.
As such, you are one of the few of your kind who has developed a seal for fashion and design in lively, colorful patterns. You decorate your hive with flora and fabric as delicately or aggressively as inspiration demands. You are a seamstress and a rag ripper, or a tree trimmer, or a lumberjack, whichever you care to be. In your unique hive, equipped with a great supply of advanced technology to accommodate your interests. The technology, and indeed the hive itself, were all recovered from the ruins nearby when you were very young. The seed of your hive was deployed on the volcanic rocks beneath the sand with the assistance of your Lucis and her remarkable burrowing skill, and you have lived there happily together since. You know the ruins and the hive and everything here that is not sand and rock originated from the world of your dreams. You also know that one day you'll visit the world while you are awake. That day is today. Your troll tag is Grim Oxylum. Oxylum Gibbets. And you tend to enunciate each word you speak very clearly and carefully. What will you do? What chainsaw? You're quite sure there is no chainsaw hanging on the bookshelf. There is, however, a tube of lipstick on the floor. Alright, let's settle down. No need to get hysterical. Oh, there goes your wardrobe of fire again. Never dull mode in fashion when the randomized cycle is on. You can choose between your trademark jade or black, even though a troll's lips are naturally black. But they can always be blacker, and a lady with a true sense of style knows this. In any case, you think you'll mix things up and go with green for a while.
Yes. Oh my god, for fairy!
Hello!
Hey,
Kanaya, hi! Glub, 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 glub!
you seem more excited than usual. Or less. I can't tell. Help me tell without saying glub.
Glub, 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 glub.
I'm going to type those things now. Even though no one knows how to make a mouth do a question shaped like that.
Sorry, I can't really control the glubs.
Yes, you can. But that's fine. You can glub to the content of your galloping and expanding bladder-based aquatic vascular system. If it means you are excited about something.
I am excited!
Okay. Why?
Everything we're about to do next is exciting! It is always exciting! I'm excited! Achoo!
It looks like one of your letters got away from you.
Yeah, I really launched that one.
You forked an innocent deer loitering over there by that stout pole minding its own business.
Glub, glub, glub. Hey, let's stop being stupid for a minute.
My god!
Yeah, sure.
I am just worked up about this game. It will be great. I've been waiting a long time to get started. We all have.
I thought so. I have been cloaked in a mood of perpetual anticipation for some time as well.
We should compare notes, even though we are on different teams.
Well, not really.
Really? See, this is why we should be comparing notes.
What notes would you like to submit for a comparison?
Well, I'm going to join my team pretty late. I think I have to. I will need to connect after my goofball Morel does so I can keep my goggles on his nefarious escapades. It's a tough job, but it's important. Everyone has an important job to do.
Yeah,
Isn't that what you're doing too? Joining late to keep an eye on yours?
I don't know for a fact that she is mine.
You're not supposed to know for a fact, dummy. You just do what you think is right, and even if you were wrong, the worst that happened was you helped somebody and helped the whole world too.
I know. But what if I don't really want to do that?
Glub 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 shrug.
Yeah, Glub Glub Shrug is the right attitude, I think. Our minds are already made up anyway, aren't they?
Yes, probably. Your clouds tell you everything, so what do you even have to worry about?
They don't tell me everything. Just as I'm sure she doesn't whisper everything to you.
That's true. Oh shucks, now I'm going to get sad. She'll be gone soon. Though, I guess it will be a relief not to have to worry about keeping her voice down anymore.
I wonder if any other kid on the planet has as many burdens in the fire as you. I doubt it.
They aren't burdens. Okay, I guess they are. But I love them, and I wouldn't have it any other way because this is why I'm here. On that note, I think I'm going to have to say goodbye to her. Maybe you should too while you have the chance. Even though I'll see her again soon, which still seems kind of strange to me. But that's why this is all so exciting. Can I bye?
You had nearly forgotten. The day her time would come. Maybe you should be there in her final moment. But then it isn't exactly final, is it? Death is pretty confusing without the finality. It's too late. You'd better change back into your work clothes. No point in getting a good dress dirty. She
Aw.
brought you this far. Now to live up to your end of the bargain. I'm gonna throw up.
Oh god.
Do not go in there.
Oh
Girl.
god. Oh god. Oh,
Large.
splorge.
Ew. You secure the major orb through your chastity modus. Favorite sound. You will discover the key to unlock this card when and only when you are ready to use this item, and not a moment before. Look at all this mess. All this blood and sunlight is stirring bright feelings within. You often fantasize about being a true rainbow drinker from your literature. It would be a life of darting between the shadows, of persecution and being misunderstood, and of romance. You would drink heavily from its multicolored well, and the hemispectrum would be your wine list preceding the great feast of passion. Surely it couldn't hurt, while no one is looking.
Come on, bro.
Can I stand up? Stand up.
Blech.
Oh.
No!
Oh.
I've waited all this time.
Oh, what now? What could this guy want? It never ends.
I'm so excited.
Sad.
Come. Talk to me. Do something.
Who?
You're no good conniving, fucking backstabbing girl crush, that's who.
Overstating our relationship won't make me feel very cooperative. It's pillar red than that, okay?
That is a fucking laugh, and you know. Oh god. Everyone does. So help me out. Tell her to talk to me, and I think she blocked me. You got to.
Why do I got to? I don't got to, and every time you take my help for granted, I feel like I got to a little less.
Whatever. You are so the village two-wheel device when it comes to ostracizing. That's like a grudge go by you. Won't stick your busy stem betwixt the kid with the program pussy fangs.
If your slander weren't so predictable, I'd block you too for saying that. Has it occurred to you she may have blocked you because you are very overbearing? Very overbearing. Oh, nice. So, ow. I just said that aloud now in your silly accent and had a private moment of enjoyment.
Who gives a shit why she blocked me about my fucking manners? Come on, you got away with her. I figure if you're going to ostracize any two brine suckers who snare at each other funny way, you might as well make it official and be ours, right?
Your black solicitation just seems really indecent. What do you want from her anyway?
She made me something for a prior arrangement. She will deliver it. The woman we meet in this game, but I don't know what the logistics are yet.
What is that?
Khan. Stupid, what do you think it's a fucking gizmo to blow up the world or something? Okay, well, not obviously, but something that'll kill all land dwellers. What else would I be after? God, this is hard.
Can you just for a moment entertain the thoughts of one untouched by megalomania derangement and tell me why I'd want to assist you with that?
Well, I'm not going very well. Kill you. I'm not going to very well kill you. That's fucking unconscionable. What kind of friend would I be? This is
Also
so
speculate for a moment that self-preservation might not be what would sway my decision.
Yeah, go ahead and kiss us off, but there'll be blood on your hands. You could either play along as our hospice does, or do a little mediating like you were fucking hatched to. Or watch. Or watch she and me do wall. God, do wall. Fucking full-fledged kiss me, sis. The kind like you don't get once in 10,000 sweeps. You know, that's what it would be. There would be rainbow willows running through star systems, all nebulizing like liquid fireworks. It will be beautiful and heartbreaking all at once. You should read up on your history instead of pouring through that god-awful sunny rubbish.
It's just laborious listening to this. I'm sorry. None of it matters.
Yeah, it does. It's important, sorry, but the fate of the rest and purity of the bloodline is an important excuse for me being concerned.
I know, but you really should know by now. The world will end tonight, regardless. Land and sea dwellers alike will all die, because of the game we're about to play. And I agree to the fate of the race, and I agree the fate of the race is important, but it's in my hands now. All of ours, really.
Huh. Well, okay.
Really?
Ordinarily, I'd call bullshit on terrible stinking BS like that, but I know you don't really lie about stuff. Unless it's to yourself. But that's why I bother you and talking to you. I wouldn't even be here saying any of this otherwise. So did your clouds tell you that?
The doomsday scenario in particular. No, not exactly.
I got clouds and they don't tell me shit. They hide nothing but misfortune and monstrosities. Fucking pain in the ass, fucking clouds. So how do you know then?
I have another source.
Okay, well, you are jack-tied the fuck into this thing in so many ways I don't know what to say anymore. Well, whatever. We will just play and find out, I guess. So can you tell her to talk to me anyway?
No.
God damn it!
You aren't actually on the same team.
Fuck. Fine. I get it, I'll step off. You don't want to be our auspicized, because you don't want to get locked into that sort of relation with her. I can respect that.
No, that's not it.
Yeah, it is. Your real feelings run pretty awful runny, methinks. Everybody knows it.
Methinks. Oh my god.
Especially that ass-blood claw cat. He and me how you so pegged about that it's upright silly. But it's cool. It's totally fine, don't worry. I'll leave you alone and give you a shot.
It's unbelievable. Her patience.
What? Whoa, wait, who?
Never mind.
Okay, well wait. Did she talk to you today? What did she say, or glove, or whatever?
Something about longing to touch you indiscreetly.
What?
Kanaya is so funny.
She's so evil. And that she's basically as Scarlet throws for you. And as deep in the flesh quadrant as one could be.
Wait. Did she actually say that? In confidence?
To the letter.
Can you copy exactly what she said?
Absolutely not.
This is bullshit. You're BSing me in some way awful. You don't lie, but you do tease, and I'll transfuse my kick-ass royal blood out with oh my god. Incontinent muscle beast discharge if I won't know when I'm getting hooked.
Yeah. She's just a concerned Morel. Looking out for you. That's all.
Oh. Ah! I'm telling you, you got to play your cards right.
What do you mean?
If you're not stubborn
Oh my
about how you
god.
find yourself to people, you could just splash into the Moira zone before you know it. Which way's upward?
Oh.
Hon, it's hard.
What?
Being a kid and growing up. It's hard. Nobody understands.
There's a lot to do before you enter. There will be a lot of people to talk to and help along the way. No, not meddle with or meditate. Help, damn it. You are very helpful. You have a lot of inside information on what you and your co-players are about to face. You are jacked tight the fuck into this thing in so many ways we don't even know what to say anymore. And it's not just the cloud visions either. You have another source.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Oh my god! In one dream, the clouds pointed you to the address of a server hidden in an obscure pocket of a realm unknowable to mortals. It contains a journal written by a young member of an alien species. She has documented her experience playing the game you are about to play. You can only assume this took place a long time ago. This race is likely ancient, preceding yours by millions of sweeps, maybe billions. You like to try to imagine the adventures of these players. Were they successful in repopulating the race? Did they manage to protect their matriarch and hatch a new mother grub? Could they hold it together, or were they torn apart by the complex social dynamic? The mates, friendships, and war allegiances, and auspices that will surely plague your group along the way. You have little doubt they succeeded with flying colors. You have little doubt their victory was because of their leader, a great heroine. The tentacle. From what you recorded, it seems the group had very little knowledge of what they were getting into, and yet they appear to have been the only one of their kind to have risen to the challenge in a session stacked heavily against them. You are convinced her leadership was the difference. It would be nice to have the chance to talk to her. Alas, she's likely been dead for millennia. Only the incomplete record of a long-forgotten quest remains. On the other hand, if you were to discover her great quest ended in failure, it might be somewhat disillusioning. But that thought never crossed your mind.
Having narrowly dodged,
I forget how I did this.
having narrowly dodged obliteration, you take your place as the page of breath in the land of sand and suffer.
Tacos! Go outside and look what I built for you. You are going to fool it.
Okay.
I know he's having the worst day of his life right now.
Yeah, he's never had a good day.
I think this is probably meant to antagonize me.
What are you talking about? Look at my beautiful building. Don't you think it's about time someone got a little creative with this game? Oh, she's playing The Sims with him right now.
She is so evil.
Maybe.
Everyone always wants to do things the boring way. Didn't we make a truce, Tavros? That we could try to be less boring from now on? You don't want to break your truce with me, do you, Tavros?
No.
Great. Now get climbing.
Please don't read this as a boring thing, I hope, but It's physically impossible to do that, mostly.
Man, I knew it. Tour Snooze is back in action.
Why don't you, in like a not boring way, build more inclined surfaces like you did over there? Maybe you could color them with fun colors so you won't think they're boring and get angry at me some more.
I built that ramp because we were in a hurry to figure out life, remember? My stair structure is lovely and I'm not changing it. Now hop out of your wheel device and get climbing.
Climbing.
Or crawling. Whatever. Stop being so helpless. It's pathetic.
It will take a long time.
What's the rush? You're in the game, safe and sound. Look in the sky. Do you see any meteors? I sure don't.
But there are imps around, and I'll be sort of defenseless lying down on stairs.
You did not just use that excuse. We both know you can commune with those things. Hey, why don't you physically command them to carry you up? Oh my god, that is a great idea. Once again, leave it to Briska to come up with the creative solution.
I wouldn't really want to make them do that. I just don't understand why we can't do this the easy way.
What good would that do you? Whatever the purpose of this game is, it makes you work hard for it. That way you become stronger along the way and you are better prepared for whatever's next. Remember, we used to flirt together. It was the exact same principle. And that's why you were always outmatched. You were too soft and not well prepared. Nothing comes easy, Tavros. This is why we go through the trials of the brooding caverns when we were young. To make sure we are strong when we come out. Don't you remember the trials, Tavros?
Not very well, no.
Well, I do. And they were a bitch. But now that I think about it, it would make perfect sense if your trials were really easy by some mistake. That is why you were such a soggy fluns boy. And why you got picked by such a sad, frail little Lucis.
Oh my god, leave him alone.
But that's okay. It probably wasn't your fault. Just a bad break. You were lucky to have me as a server player, so I can challenge you and help you get strong. Now hop out of that seat and get climbing. I will deliver the device to you once you're at the top. Climb, Pupa. Climb. She's so evil.
Maybe I should ask Tinkerbell about this. He's really smart now that he can talk.
No. You don't need help from your lame bull fairy. He's only holding you back.
He's my friend.
God! Pathetic! This is getting frustrating. Do you have any idea how inconvenient this is? Do you have any sympathy for what I'm dealing with here? You're so inconsiderate. You just sit there looking smug. It's infuriating to even look at you. You haven't even thanked me. Or apologized for that matter. Thanks, Friska, for saving my life. It sure was brave and heroic and pretty of you. Also, I'm sorry from the bottom of my neck. Seriously? How hard would that have been?
Okay. Thanks, I guess, but sorry for what?
I can't say that.
You want me to apologize for being paralyzed?
Yes. Say you're sorry.
I don't mean to be rude or boring, but that's ridiculous given the circumstances.
Yeah,
Oh,
Stavros.
shit. It's just something called basic decency and civility, you fudge-blooded boar. Now get
Damn.
down on your useless wobbly knees and apologize.
No, I don't want to.
Oh my god, stop!
He's so evil.
Apologize, Pupa. Apologize. Say you're sorry.
Jesus! So,
She's evil.
God.
Now she's done it. She has awoken the mighty inner fury that is Rufio. But unfortunately, Rufio is not real. He's imaginary, a fake, like a made-up friend, the way fairies are. You continue to be sad and alone.
No.
No. Hey, what's your deal? Shouldn't you be helping me out of this jam instead of fussing with my plumbing? Just presenting a floating reminder that Tattles will need plenty of incline surfaces for his ascent. That's silly. I made so many ramps. You wouldn't even believe it. I specifically decided I wanted to build something ugly and boring. It is now the land of ramps and yawns. He's reported otherwise. That will always be snitch. Maybe I should just take his computer away so he can't go crying to fuzzy things anymore. Maybe I should append this load gaper over your head.
Mother.
No, don't. I'm still learning the interface. It could happen accidentally at any moment. I'm only trying to help him. Think of another way to help. Fine, I'll do something nice. I have an idea. I will be right back. And for the record, I was going to do this anyways. I was just trying to make him a better player first. Okay. In the meantime, how about I serve my client player the way I think is best, and you do the same for yours? I thought I was. Make your way down to one of your innumerable loot strongholds. You stash riches and gold and jewels and prizes plundered during your campaigns. There they are, your rocket boot. You must confess that you find favor with just about any kind of footwear as long as it's bright red. You wear these striking boots even if they were broken pieces of junk. But it happens they work just fine, and they are awesome. Quit cleaning up after me. You are ridiculous.
Yes.
Aww. Slide.